Hello and welcome to Milk It Reviews. A number of people have asked me about reviewing the medical packs, right? And I must admit it's got to a point where I thought it was about time I did, right? This one here is the Responder 84 ALS Backpack. Funnily enough, it's a backpack, right? Bottom line is with it, if you're familiar with the Rush 72, it is a bigger version of that, but with added extras. This one's obviously in sandstone. They do it in what they call alert blue, which is a very medical blue colour. Right, I've got a bag that I'm going to do after this, which is in that colour. So if you really want to see that colour, right, take a look at that one as well. I'm going to start off with this. I'm not going to ramble too much with this because there's an awful lot to these backpacks, right? And we want to get this done. It's made of 1,050 ballistic Cordura, right? You've got, as you can see, you've got 3 rows of molly on the top here, right? And full loops. You've got 4. Right, and on the top here you've got a Velcro filled, right? The loop side Velcro, so you need to put a name tape on there. Right, moving down, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, full loops again. You've got 6 full loops, and probably these end ones, you're near enough the same, right? So you've probably got 8, to be fair. Sorry. Open up this is your organiser pack, right, which is what we're all used to with 511 equipment. The organisation in these, right, is second to none. I've never come across anything else that even comes close to this. I mean, you've got in the top here, you've got a mesh compartment, right? I mean, the mesh, 2 things, aids ventilation to it. So if you've got anything slightly damp in there, it's going to help. It also enables you to see what's in there. You've got 2 equal-sized big pockets that go from there to here, right, and the width of that, so I'll easily get all of my hand in there, one each side, right, and then down here we've got again big big pouch pockets with Velcro tapes on top, and you've got the same either side. This side you've got what I would call a business size card pocket in there, and on this side you've got 3 pen loops. Behind that you've got another big pocket here. These are absolutely ideal if you use this as a medical pack, trauma cards, that sort of thing, right? Notebooks, maps, anything you like. You've got 2 key keepers, right, which are indispensable in my view, right? Here we've got yet another big pocket in there, and another mesh pocket up the top. I'll just zip this up because behind this is adjustable, and this really acts as a stuff compartment. If you look down inside there, this comes right out, right? You can get clothing in there, you can put a full-size military helmet in there, right? All sorts, you name it, you can fit it in there. On this pack we've got another big pocket here, absolutely superb. This goes right to the bottom of the pack and right to the top. If you're using SAM splints, they will fit in there no problem at all, right? So plenty of room. Up the top we've got another organiser pocket up the top here, again plenty of room, right, for keeping all sorts of bits and pieces in. You know, I'm not going to start making suggestions that you guys should put this here and that bit there, because at the end of the day you know where you want to keep things. One thing I will say, this one being sandstone is more for field use, right? We've got reflective tape here. We've also got the same on the sides. I think it's on both sides. Yeah, it's on both sides. Obviously if you're concerned about that, simple bit of gaffer tape, sniper tape stuck over the top, job done, right? It's covered it, it's out the way. The adjustment, right, for this pocket here that gives you the extra space in here comes from the compression strap. So we'll undo these, right, and again if you adjust these out then you've got more space in there. But what we do is we just unzip this. You've got 2 more compression straps down the bottom, and do all of these, then we can really open this right up. Right, and this is one thing I do like about these rush packs. Right, when you undo these main zipper compartments, they really are what I call a true clamshell design. Right, you can pop that right out. I won't go into this just yet. In the main compartment here, we've got 3 zipped mesh pouches. Right, I mean, sky's the limit for whatever you're going to keep in those. Got 2 big ones there. The one at the top here, right, you can get into from either end. Right, so no matter where you're working from, it's just ease of access for you getting in there. Into the main compartment, we've got 2 additional pouches, pouches, organised. We'll look at those in a second. Here we've got, it's an oxygen tank, a very adjustable oxygen tank retainer. Let me just undo that. I mean, this will really take some pretty big tanks. I mean, the size of that. I mean, you get it on for scuba diving size here. Right, so you know, there's plenty of room there, and these are just the retention straps for those. And then this one, let's make sure I put this on the right way round. Good. Right, just put this one round the top. You can cinch that right down really tight round the tank itself. Along here you've got hook side velcro, nice big panel of loop side, so you can actually position that wherever you want it. Right, so anywhere you want on that panel, right, keeps things nicely positioned. Again, another big pocket at the back here. In the here, right, you might be able to see that, you've got an adjustable aluminium backstay, which is bendable to actually bring it to the actual shape of your back. So again, it could be moulded to fit you. These 2, we've got blue for airway equipment, and obviously red for IV. Right, but when you undo these, lots and lots of straps, loops, right, compartments and so forth. Right, these of which are adjustable, so you can make it whatever size you want within the scope of the adjustment, of course. Couple of mesh pockets on this one. Right, and I like the way that these are colour coded. They're nice and simple. Right, they keep you in a position where you can easily, you know, just grab what you need for the relevant trauma. Right, the main zip on the pack, together with these, they're lockable YKK zippers. I'll just open this one up. There we go. Right, you've got the same internal layout on the IV as well as you have on the airway organiser. Now, you should know me by now, I like to think of things as dual purpose. This pack in particular, it is the biggest backpack that 511 produce. So if you had, for example, the Rush 72, and for whatever reason decided you wanted a bigger version of it, this is the answer to your question. Right, it is huge. Right, it really, really is. I mean, the actual side depth on these is about 7 inches, and of course then you've got the front to zip up as well, and it is a genuinely large pack. Right, I'm not sure if I can find out what the actual literage is of this pack. I will put it in that description box down the bottom here underneath where you're watching. Right, I'm not sure if it's quoted anywhere, but I will have a look and see if I can find that for you, because I would rough guess, I would say this is probably around about a 70 to 80 litre pack. Right, that is a rough guess. But anyway, that's just guessing. I don't like guessing anything. Right, what we do is we'll look at the side pockets here. Right, again we've got 2 nice compartments. Right, again YKK zippers. And on the side pockets here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of 5 loop wide molly attachment points. In the bottom of the pack we've got drainage grommets. You've heard me say this every time I find a grommet, I say the same thing. You're probably fed up with it. If you don't like the grommets there, because obviously, right, dirt ingress, right, just on the inside, bit of gaffer tape, bit of sniper tape, right, just cover them up and it prevents that from happening. All your plastic clips and buckles of Duraflex, which is superb. We've got the anti-slip patches on the inside here, which is brilliant. I love this stuff. This works so well, and it holds things in place so nicely. If you're not going to use the waist belt, a lot of people don't like them. Right, you can fold these up and they tuck in here. Right, so you've always got the waist belt with you should you need it, but at the end of the day, right, you don't have to use it all the time. You haven't got this flapping around, so it's really personal preference. But on the padded hip pads, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops of 2 rows molly on both sides. I'm going to slacken this off. There's the zip, there it is. Right, on the inside here, it's fully hydration bladder compatible. Easily get a 3 litre in there, you'll probably get 2. Right, so depending on where you are, if it's hot and sweaty, you're going to have plenty of liquid there. You've got the toggles for attachment. You've also got the strap. So depending on the toggles, right, the strap. So depending on the fitting of your bladder, right, you're in that position where you can attach really whatever you've got. In the top, which we've all become used to on the rush packs, unzip it. And in there we've got a nice big fleece lined pouch there. You can keep your mobile phone in there, your sunglasses, whatever. Because of the size of this pack, we've also got the, I'm not sure the technical term for these, but you've got these adjusters. So when you've got the pack on, you can pull down on these and that really pull this in tight to the top of your back, just in case it wants to pull itself away, which really boils down to the way that you may well have loaded it. Sorry. Can't remember whether I said it, but I'll say it again just in case I haven't. It's made of 1050 denier nylon. By the sheer nature of the fabric, it's not, I'm not going to say it makes it waterproof, it makes it water resistant. Okay, now I've had 511 packs for many years, and bottom line, I've never had problems with water ingress in any of them. So, you know, I can speak with a high degree of authority on this point, right? This material is as waterproof, I think, as you're going to get without calling it waterproof, if that makes sense. If you've got any questions, please drop me a line and ask, because I'm not being nasty, right? You try and cover everything in a review, and at the end of the day, there's always somebody who needs something extra. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to say to you, if you've got any questions at all in relation to this, please drop me a line and ask. Right, what I don't want to do is to lead anybody up the garden path. I'd like to try and answer your questions the best I can. If you're new to Meal Kit Reviews, please hit the subscribe button. Not because I make any money, it's because at the end of the day you will get the updates as and when new reviews are published. So any questions, please drop me a line. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.